If you watch my channel, you know that I'm a big supporter of each individual having the authority to do what they want to do with their own money. Especially because we cannot rely on the public servants to make choices that will better our future and the future of our families. Now, we know that this is election season and it's become a hot topic. Cryptos, CBDC, Bitcoin, etc. And the reason why this is so important, especially in the United States of America, is crypto has really been under attack. We have bodies like the SEC that have come out and unjustly attacked good actors. And we also have a lot of restrictions that are essentially pending that these people want to pass, which again, I don't think is fair any way, shape, or form. Because when you take a step back and you look, Bitcoin was created for the people by the people. And it was essentially supposed to be a way for people to transact freely, to remove themselves from the third party oppressiveness, and really just to improve their quality of life. And yes, this is a crypto election. And it was just reported that the Red Party came out with some very interesting standpoints regarding crypto. Number one, no CBDC. Number two, the right to mine Bitcoin. Number three, right to self-custody. And number four, probably the most important, is the right to transact freely. I'm going to go ahead and toss it over to my good friend Dennis Porter from the Satoshi Action Fund. He's going to explain to you exactly what happened, what you need to know, and why you should be paying attention.
It is huge news to see that the GOP has adopted the language of right to mine, right to self-custody, and trying to restrict CBDCs. At Satoshi Action Fund, we've been fighting for over 2 years to stop CBDCs from taking place here in the United States, and also to protect the right to mine and to protect the right to self-custody. We passed the right to mine in Montana, Arkansas, Louisiana, and Oklahoma, and we passed our right to self-custody in Louisiana and Oklahoma. And in Louisiana, we passed that ban on CBDCs. So we have been setting the trend and also developing the language that was adopted by the GOP. For those that don't know much about Satoshi Action Fund, this is the exact reason why we were launched. We wanted to go from state to state with a grassroots approach, helping lawmakers to understand the value of Bitcoin and digital assets, and also getting them to pass pro-Bitcoin policies into laws, what we call Bitcoin rights. And our strategy is paying off in greater ways than we had even imagined. Today, if you Google Bitcoin rights, you will see Satoshi Action Fund and its exclusive articles with Forbes pop up back to back because we are the leader on this type of language. In order for this agenda to get adopted across the GOP, it takes massive amounts of education within the GOP ranks. Satoshi Action has been at the forefront of the fight, making sure that lawmakers in red and blue states understand this technology. But we have always seen that Republicans were the first movers. Now it's our objective to make sure that this type of policy gets adopted across the entire country, not only at the state level, but at the federal level as well. In 2015, Bloomberg did a study that showed when a flurry of activity takes place at the state level, like happened with cannabis and like happened with women's suffrage, that the federal government tends to react to that in a positive way. Well, we are now seeing that take place with Bitcoin. We are seeing a flurry of activity. Satoshi Action Fund had introduced its policies in over 20 states. And now, because of those movements, we see the federal government and national parties reacting to the positive movement that we have created, the positive momentum that we have generated through our policy efforts. So we couldn't be more proud to see this action take place. And we look forward to the Democrats one day joining the Republicans by making Bitcoin rights a part of their party platform.